You're slipping.
Talking some smack.
It's a big cat to go slipping.
Exactly.
I would grab a hold of something to stay up.
Yeah, that's not good. Do they have claws?
I think that one does.
Back claws, not front.
Got teeth.
I got scolded by my vet. I said I wanted to declaw my cats. And they're like, that's really a form of cat abuse. So they were giving me a hard time.
No.
Really? Yeah.
Just declaw my fucking cat.
No, it's all
When
right.
they're old,
She said, try. It's the same as taking the end of the season.
I've started
She
doing
said,
it
try
at
and see if you can train it.
One point out.
If not,
I was
by all
1 point away
means.
from 16.
Cats in the
I
home,
made
eat cats on the
I
street.
crushed me.
So the
But
wild card
if
Saturday.
you can, there are ways around it. Like you train big dogs, you'll have to be able to train a cat like that. That's what I said, okay.
I have a list here.
And then if I come back, don't get me in trouble. She said, no problem. Hey, you.
Hey, you.
You can talk tonight.
Oh, he always talks. But he does.
Legally.
Glenn's in,
Wait till I'm not in the
Christie's,
box.
Trump, Bala, Action Dan, Steve Wetzel,
That's what he said.
All right, we're just about ready to get started with Chase the Bracelet game number 11, and people are taking their seats. We have one late contestant, which is Robert. He should be here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Dave Arndt made it in at the last.
Lines are 18 minutes. Today we have had a little switch around. We've got Brandon playing for Missy Reeg, and Scott will be dealing for Brandon. We should get underway in about 2 to 3 minutes here.
Coffee. I thought we were
Yeah, it's
starting.
out there. I just gotta go.
Is this the left cat on your lap here?
I hope. Cat, you and I are
We already get our extra
Did you go see,
Yes, sir.
Moskowitz?
The last I heard.
Yeah, absolutely.
I heard, Rick took all your money. That's all I heard. Play good. What can I say?
That's fantastic.
Got lucky on the last hand.
You're such
So
a
it's
bad
just
liar.
375. Yeah.
Colts, you're such a
What'd
bad
you have the
liar.
last hand?
Is that probably 10? I just knew you said a big pair.
It was big on the 7-3-3 board. That's
Yeah, of
what
course.
Four-handed. You should have known Rick coming in. He had the 3.
Yeah, but I hadn't even looked though until after the first round of betting.
Which explains why he was still in the hand.
It was the last
Have you
hand
sat in
though.
the seat before?
Well, he supposed to say,
Did you forget anything else?
It's a little weird. You
Is,
gotta like.
is there anything else you, what you
Yeah,
got your drink?
Sensors like.
Where's
your
it's
drink
either-
ready?
It's either
Oh,
over here.
it's
or-
over here.
There it is,
It's
yes.
either over
I
here or
know.
over here.
He must have pulled us off one of the 3 flop. He got his king for aces. Yeah,
Robert's late,
that's.
but we'll be here.
Of course he is.
And I think we're good to
I
go.
had, where's Robert?
Right there.
I had second versus
Let me
nothing.
think
You
about
like
that,
hard
Dan.
deals, right?
Second,
That's hard.
Buttons here.
Bunch of spinners.
And the guy that was here for you that time,
Yeah,
that was terrible when
He
you
ran
had pocket kings and I had pocket aces.
there's a couple. I think you're sitting in Robert's.
That was terrible for him.
Small blind is seat number 1, which is Dan Crafton.
No, I'm like,
Or suited Dan, and big blind is Paul Moskowitz, seat 2 for 50. Blinds are 25-50. There are 18 minutes per round.
No, don't worry about it. Just mug 'em.
Action.
Nah, I don't think it matters.
Do Robs have to get on the?
Raised to 200 by Don Poltz.
This is the first hand.
What did he do,
First
raise 2?
I should have just stuck it all in.
Right,
Somewhere to be. What do you have to do?
What are you doing playing the first hand?
Called by Don
Maybe
Tatter.
What have you done
maybe I
with
have a good starting hand.
Could
You ever
be.
think of that?
Well, yeah.
No.
No.
Then I discounted it, very short note.
Well, it Dan's on Monday. I get dealt pocket jacks and
Chris Ward folds.
pocket
You
aces.
guys
on
either know I'm
Thursday,
true
and
about
I
that.
want the fourth
Rick
and
McKee
second.
calls 200.
No dice.
Linda folded. Suited Dan folded.
Probably should have
Paul
gone.
Moskowitz folds. So we have 3 players to the flop.
With that much money, you can.
Well, if I don't know.
First act will be Don Poltz.
You guys should pop.
300 bet by Don. Tatter raises to 1200.
Better get somewhere else for you too. I don't know. I knew you were raising, so I don't even like that.
You don't like money. We know this.
to control the race.
Rockaway then? No.
Says
Ah.
he is.
What do you think I have down?
Jacks or queens?
Really? You don't think I called him, do you?
That's what you did. Talking
Hey,
about.
You gave me a lot of credit.
I'm allowed to
Let's
call.
see what you had.
I'm allowed to call Clark. Show me that first.
Alright, show
I
him.
think Paul's still in.
Queens. I think.
Wow.
Very nice.
So like,
Place.
it's for the head.
Okay, I don't know
Like,
which
I
one
don't
I'm
know.
more impressed
Who we
with.
playing?
frankly.
Like who we playing poker with, and who the hell?
Great play.
Who's down there?
That was really good play on both parts.
It shows
Paul's
Paul's still in.
Just
Yeah.
hit reset. Oh, ball in the hand.
Paul for some reason.
Alright. Can I get a refund, man? I don't want to.
I was more impressed that you got him.
Wow.
Scott, we're switching seats. You would have showed up with somebody
More
walk
fun.
back in the box.
Tag your in. It's like duck, duck, goose. Spit in.
You should have been, you didn't re-raise it.
Pretty fun.
Why didn't I re-raise it?
Well, that's why I'm so
That's why
impressed
it's
with
such a
the
sick fold, yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
I mean,
it's
it's
such a great fold.
crazy fold.
You probably put him on a set though. At that rate, you put him on a set.
There's Robert.
Yeah, Robert's here.
Nice.
You want some chips?
Two good hands.
Perfect timing.
Well, I think I'm a little more impressed with Don's fold there.
It's on you, Robert.
Don't matter, I have less chips.
Yeah. Yeah, not by much.
The
It's
short
the
stack,
impressive
they will
part. A few less chips, not a whole lot less chips.
Brandon calls
Yes,
50 for
that's
Missy
right.
Ree.
Well,
200
there you go.
raised by
You
Rick
probably
McKee.
would've raised pre-flop. No.
You know.
That was your plan.
Moskowitz calls
Yeah, the
200.
10 was the worry. He was betting 10.
Hey, Robert.
didn't have 10
Brandon calls 200.
It would
No,
be a set of
Yeah.
10.
10, I was gonna say, you could have had 10s or jacks, and that would
Garcia
have been the
flop,
right
first
bet.
act will be Paul Moskowitz.
You know what I mean? In first, on the first hand, just take the blinds and get away with it
Action.
or whatever.
Checks it.
All players check. Ace of clubs on the turn. McKee bets 300.
I should have kept my mouth
I was
shut.
just gonna ask you.
You asked
No
me, I
question.
thought you had.
I figured
Moskowitz
you
calls
would.
300.
I was gonna see on the monitor and have
I
it
know
on.
it'll last longer.
Yeah, but
We
that was
only
all-
missed
All
a
you need to
hand.
think is that
Two
Brandon
hands,
folds, two players.
Right there.
Moskowitz to act first, 2 of hearts on the river.
But you missed
600 bet by
That's not
McKee.
what you
great
said, though.
Your ace
hand.
is
The first
good.
hand was
Your ace is
like,
no good.
He said, yeah,
Your ace is no good. I supposed to ace deuce. I was like, you would have hit. I was like, man, I put you on. I actually put you on 9, 10, 32.
I had
Yeah,
pocket
nice.
nines, I had a pocket
Nice.
pair.
Good
That
for you.
shot I needed to
Yeah,
hit.
you made the same play with Aaron.
What'd you have, like 9?
No, it's hard to make it.
Button moves, first act will be Don
I
Tab.
bet 6.
Which is why you
I
do
thought
it.
this
You do
was
it.
impressive.
First time like-
Bet 3.
No, I rolled it, it rolled
Ah.
over
Hey,
there.
if that was later than that, I'm pretty sure it was like.
Well, I'm saying to myself, too, sometimes
I do it out there and it rolled, it rolled it ran.
yeah.
Most of, a lot of times we
When
make
he
that
called the
same
300,
bet.
if he had to call 300, I'd call it see the turn. See the river.
By the way, thank you for joining us. And next week, actually, we're going to cancel the game and move it to the following week, which will be the 18th of December.
He doesn't call him.
We had too many things happen for next Sunday. We had to move it.
But you gotta figure one of those is stronger than
So please join us next in 2 Sundays from now for our final game, which is episode 11.
We've got to put one of them on 2 already.
And we will crown a champion for Chase the Bracelet Season 2. The bracelet is made by Pamela Price. You can see some of her works at PamelaJPrice.com. PAMELAJPRICE.com.
150.
Raised by Linda Johnson to 150. Call by Newman. Call by Tatter. Call by Ward. Call by McKee. 5 players.
Created a monster.
Checks around to Chris Ward. Chris Ward bets 350.
That's the fuck for me.
Action on Robert. He folds. Tatter reaching for chips. Tatter calls 350. He'll be first to act after the flop, or after the turn. Seven of hearts on the turn. Looks like 725 bet by Chris Ward.
Isn't that weird?
You're either really, really good or really
Normally
bad.
shouts at me.
Tatter raises 1,000 on top.
Not every time I play, you just shoot
1,000 for
100.
Chris Ward to call.
I've had, no, I don't have not even third, first or second. Every time I make it down that far. I'm lucky, it's not, I've just been like when you flip.
Chris Ward calls. River 7 of spades. Tatter checks. Chris Ward bets 2,500. All in for Don Tatter. Chris Ward folds.
Wow.
It was a big hand.
You
Are
definitely
we
had a
really
monster
on like
bet.
hand three?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? Where did I show up tonight? Tony, this is.
I played
I'm
tap.
not at the right place, right?
Yeah.
Same
Jack
crowd.
five.
Gamblers
That
Anonymous.
was the third.
Got two. I got a guy who holds an
We got
overpair and a
plates.
crap board.
That
To
stayed
just
calm.
a one
Not
single
today,
raise.
I made a monster there, and no one wasn't.
That's so stupid. It wasn't a flush. I don't even know how
Or
you
you thought, or you thought,
It wasn't a flush.
yeah, I think you might have had a flaw.
All right, button moves, and first act will be Brandon playing for Missy Reed.
Won the hand, see?
Well, yeah, everyone, yeah, seven's on
He had the ace.
9 minutes, 37 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 25-50.
Action bringer.
Chris Ward calls 50. Linda calls 50. Pulse raises to 300.
300 now.
Actions on Linda. Linda folds. All players fold. Don Pultz takes down the pot.
So are the two Dons having fun playing tonight?
What's the over under and the amount of time Tad will keep those two?
Their names are Don. They're not real
Oh,
Don.
just sitting here.
Less than an hour?
The Don.
I'm gonna go outside and smoke.
That might be a good poker move, actually.
Exactly what I thought, man.
What's that?
What's some of this shit? I said, what's the over under and how long Tyler will keep those chips?
Less than an hour.
He goes, I'm thinking about going out and smoking.
I'll take the over then.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
First act will be Chris Ward this hand.
I don't know.
Although this dealer's a lot faster because he doesn't yap.
Only
Okay.
the ball.
Chris
Oh,
folds.
Oh, wait, oh, man.
Bazinga.
I'm still here, bro.
That's Missy.
I got so excited when Tony told
Yeah.
me.
Where's the
This
nail?
is
He's like,
the
oh,
secret
you
makeup,
know,
okay?
Chris is gonna do tonight. It's like, oh, finally, some peace. Then he's like, but Chris is, but you're playing for Missy. I was like, son.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I'm just Missy for, I'm a Halloween.
300.
What is this?
Where's your nails?
Raised to 300 by Don Pultz.
I got nervous to shoot them off.
Folds around to Brandon. Brandon's considering options.
Serving your chewing off his nails.
Brandon calls for 300. Linda calls 300. We've got 3 players. First act will be Brandon Rosenberg.
Start playing those cards, I keep playing.
Yeah.
Linda reaching for chips.
Yeah, that's a good card.
400 bet by Linda Johnson.
Make a good hand.
Pulse folds. Call by Brandon Rosenberg. playing for Missy Reed. 8 of diamonds on the turn. 600 bet by Linda.
600.
Oh, raised to 1850 by Brandon. Linda folds.
Grab a that last one.
Brandon chose 9s.
Good hand.
I did want to see a river, but I kind of didn't.
Kinda
See a
did
diamond,
want
you know, I don't know if you already
Kinda,
have
kinda do. I would like to see a diamond.
That's what I was hoping for, but now I'm hoping she's got a diamond.
Action will be on Rick McKee for this
I had a
hand
pair of
to act
diamonds.
first.
So I was like,
After the clock.
but you had an overpair of them.
No, I had some straight draw, I didn't have
One on
one.
small.
No, no, I mean overpair.
Yeah, I put it straight draw.
And a straight
Like a
draw.
turn, I have a
So you left you then, why didn't you make that call?
Yeah, that was.
I had the flush draw. I was worth the bet. I knew where I was.
I had a fucking. Well, I folded for you.
Right. Just in the hand.
I just can't take the risk. Just call.
Tomorrow night we will be broadcasting our Akron Poker League
Right.
league through Chase the Bracelets website. If you'd like to join us for that,
Now.
all you have to do is tune in at 8 o'clock on Monday night, and we will be showing the feature table, which will be our Chase the Bracelet table, as we have 2 to 3 other tables in the other room.
Option.
Now I can shuffle. That's the important part. I have to have 2 colors because I like to shuffle them back and forth. Yeah, 2 mix them up and then shuffle them back to their own color.
So we have 4 players to the flop.
Alright, checks.
So just have them each.
Brandon and Chris check. Suited Dan bets 100.
It's hard to do it.
Don Pultz folds. Brandon calls 100. Chris Ward folds. 4 of hearts on the turn. 100 bet by suited Dan and a call.
Thanks, sir.
8 of hearts on the river.
I got a queen. Wait, I might have a
What
heart.
do you do that causes
I don't know.
just a lot of-
You got a queen, you turn over 8 clubs, you know how the queen hearts.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Suited Dan had 2 pair, and Brandon had the straight.
There's 4 hearts, I'm like, I can't bet my straight either because there's 4 hearts. I'm like, his third queen's just got a little better, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Dad, the camera's
Man,
up there.
it's showing my
play
ball
hand.
spot, that's bold.
Tony,
Over there, there's
That's
no
showing
cameras.
the camera.
Only the
If
cameras,
it's
not
not a heart,
not the
I'll
cards.
probably bet another round if there's not 4 hearts out there.
It's so I can tell when it locks up.
You made 2 pairs.
That's great.
Yeah, so with 4 hearts.
Getting it down to science stuff.
I have a little teeny monitor over there.
Alright. There you go.
$175 bet by Don Tatter. Call by Brandon for 175. McKee calls.
I got a call, I got a fire, what the hell?
1.5.
Oh, Brandon had it straight. Yeah, it was like 4 hearts and more.
Yeah.
Paul Moskowitz calls.
Yeah, running hearts. Not good.
Oh, that's a flop.
Yeah.
What was that last hand? You didn't hit your raise, you just stuck around for 1 bet.
Moskowitz checks.
Okay, okay, yeah. Check.
One small
The jack of
bet.
clubs
Looks
runs
like all
out.
players check.
Well, I hadn't seen that.
Turn is 6 of hearts. 100 bet by Rick.
25 now.
No, like the insta raise, you saw that, right?
The
Do you even know it was on him?
Raised.
I didn't even know he was in.
Raised to 225.
All right, well, I'm making him.
Hey, that was perfect timing though. He was like,
I didn't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't. I didn't know he had cards.
sorry.
I was acting specific on the first day.
So Rick got 100, Moskowitz raised to 225.
They were right
They were
there.
right there the whole
Alright.
time.
Yeah, they were.
Well, you should just tell me to look then.
Rick folds.
I can see.
1 minute, 20 seconds left in the blinds.
The hands, these cards are yours.
Okay.
Moskowitz wins that pot.
I don't,
Especially-
I'm not suggesting that like.
Hey, Rick, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding, man.
man. It being some game.
Yeah.
They must have just really.
It was like, you should have like instant called the ballot.
Back over the top
Yeah, there you go.
with my six.
They look like 33, 24,
1 minute left in the blinds.
31. They were up like
You get any of that board.
Orlovsky ended up with like over
Blinds are up next hand.
Oh, is that what it is?
37.
Sorry,
Is
Rick.
Tanner playing?
25 cents.
First act will be Dan.
They put
They
our
really shouldn't try to win a game with this.
No, that's stupid.
I think every team has at least 2 wins except them. Right?
Right.
I can't beat mine.
No, we got it.
Suited Dan calls 50.
What would be the advantage of winning right now? Nothing. They're not gonna be the playoffs.
350.
Raised to 350 by Rod Lane.
Try to win.
Not when Andrew Luck's out
Yeah,
there.
you get guaranteed.
Not when there's a
guaranteed to have number 1 pick.
stud number one pick.
Hey, you don't see Indy make
Taylor
that
calls
mistake.
350.
350.
Well, today they were starting back with at the end.
Well, that's what Paul's saying. They should all
Raised
land win.
to, all in for Chris Ward.
First round draft.
1150.
Does not,
No.
you need someone to protect that.
All I want to
Blinds
know
were up next
is
hand
how on
to
earth
5100.
And you need someone that can catch the
Pay
ball.
man.
and then have a season that somehow gives you luck.
1150
How
now.
do you manage that?
1150 total.
Somehow in the draft, you
They
end
haven't
up
won
first.
700
draft
for
luck,
Rob
and next
Newman
probably
or Don
will,
Taylor to call.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Really
Newman
strong
calls.
quarterback
I don't
coming
know how
out.
you
Remember
go without
last
winning
year?
one.
Wow.
Remember that year when
Interesting.
the Browns
Oh,
had
wow.
1-11, they ran for last year.
I'm gonna go watch football.
Yeah.
3 players, 2 live, 1 all in.
Is that you?
Yeah, he's all in.
Yeah, I'm short stacked, so I'm gonna go watch football.
Can you bring me reports, please?
For sure.
King of diamonds on the tree. 5 of diamonds on the river.
I got top 2.
Queens versus ace 10s. And Chris Ward has ace king for 2 pair aces and kings.
You were thinking about re-raising pre-flop.
Amazing. That was a good hand.
Yeah, yeah, he's right
Yeah, I wish he had raised me.
What I do?
That's right, we can just.
Yeah, well, for some reason I didn't.
No, if you would, if
Sure,
you
you like to see that 8 right there.
Well, just because,
Soon you were
Chris Ward doubles.
I know, it's for some reason it doesn't register
did
right
take-
away.
So 1150 times 3.
I'm sorry.
No,
Not touch.
it just takes a while.
Sorry about that. Sometimes the video has a habit of freezing.
After that window.
Not usually at the most inopportune time, but that time it did.
Yeah, 15-1.
Well, I felt pretty good, you know, but.
2 collars?
Two columns
Ambitious.
was rough. Yeah, and then 2 hearts on the board was the worst. So I was like, oh, here.
There's no pins, you know, so you just want to use.
And then once the king came on the turn, yeah, I felt a whole lot better, but no shame.
Yeah, top 2 pair will make you feel better.
Sometimes.
16 minutes, 10 seconds left in the blinds. First act will be Paul
Doesn't hurt on
Moskowitz
your own
in
ending,
seat
so.
2.
Yeah. Time to wake up with cleans.
Last
Yeah, we
night,
can use
early
that
in the
much.
game,
Could've been worse. The one more.
I called with a,
See if all that.
like a 4 or 5 suited on kind of a big pot, just because I figured they were live and I was playing stupid loose.
We need a buck now.
Flop came.
Holds around to
open
Brandon.
end,
Brandon calls the
flush
100.
straight,
Chris Ward calls
flush
100.
and then,
Rick McKee calls 100.
yeah. And then,
Linda calls
I turned
100.
straight flush.
Option on Dan. Checks his option.
It was so much
And we'll see flop.
was it a 7 of diamonds?
It was not a 7 of
You scrape the
diamonds.
pot before you put the flop up.
Okay.
That shit was easy. I'll wait till
Did you say something?
Hold on.
Oh, no, I asked
Three.
Linda if it was a 7 of diamonds, but Paul didn't hear me.
OJ.
Checks around to Rick.
Six.
Rick bets 600.
That's it.
Rick shows
Not
trip
so
eights.
hard.
With my three.
But she made it expensive enough not to.
Glad it didn't come 8-3 something. I don't care.
And I knew it had to be top set because the 8 was the highest.
So that's
That is one hell of an observation.
Bet moves first to act will be Don Foltz.
And I knew it didn't matter what I did with my flush draw, because you were gonna match whatever I put out there.
You're
So
right,
I
whatever you
just
put out
followed
there, I
it.
was matching. You seen that enough the other
I
night.
know how that works.
that could mean a big payday for you.
Yes, it could.
Could go either way.
Yeah, or it could be a heart that tears the board.
100 now.
You know, sometimes it just comes to you weren't feeling it.
Call by Don Tanner for 100.
Board is a king, though. So, okay.
Call 100 by Rick McKee.
Check.
Call by Suited Dan, and Moskowitz checks his option. 4 players to the pot.
Check.
Checks around. Checks around.
10-6.
And a river.
There's the chase the bracelet board.
Infamous.
325 bet by Don Tanner. He folds.
That's right.
Just 10
He
seconds.
folds.
I wish I believed
Moskowitz
tonight
bets.
tonight folding 10-6.
Did you really?
My hand.
I folded it earlier when there was 4 to the flush and they were betting, and I would have had the
I
flush.
played 2 hands on like, on that one, and then like 2 hands later, I had 2 pairs. and I had
Bet
seven.
moves first to act Don Foltz.
I lost, I played 2 hands all night, like first, I literally filled it.
This morning?
Thursday night. I was actually getting more, I had pocket pair, pocket pair,
I got it.
No.
Thursday, I got it. So lucky.
There's no free.
Played it. Safe for everybody, I guess. Marquez beat that kid too.
After the flop.
Kid that wouldn't chop nothing?
Really?
Marquez beat him.
Good.
Yeah.
Dude,
Bad.
it's funny how the people who do that monster
The kid, I mean, this
He
kid
wouldn't
didn't
even
want
chop
to chop
last
nothing.
man, he wouldn't even chop last
Guy,
man.
it was
Like
120
Martinez did it all.
last man. 120 last man.
Newman act first.
The I don't think Marquez was last man. No, Marquez was the last man. That other guy. So the kid won it. The kid still made
Foltz around to Brandon.
which is right.
Brandon calls 100.
We're down to 3 tables.
Board raises to
325
325.
now.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's funny for those people who say, hey, you can't tap it.
And they say, no, Carl's dead.
Most of
They
them
always lose.
They're like the first one down, usually.
Raise to 325.
Look, your chips, their
I
money,
got someone over.
their
there.
split.
it's their option.
I never,
But it's just
ever.
bad luck.
I never.
I just won't do it.
Me.
If somebody offers, I'll take it almost every time,
Brandon Foltz.
unless it's some ridiculous thing.
Right.
This board wins the
Because
pot.
as soon as you don't, you're gonna get kicked right in the bag and lose.
Button's good.
I don't really care. I
I like
just,
chopping.
Well, if you got a super stack, there's a
9
difference.
queen.
But I would say, listen, you know, throw me a few extra bucks.
I do the weighted
I
chop.
don't even care, right, I don't even care if they do,
Well,
if
yeah.
they offer a percentage,
Yeah, but
60-40, something like that, it's.
Yeah, the guy for the chop last man with the chip leader was like 70-50. He's like, you
Yeah.
take 70, I'll take 50.
Yeah, and he had the chip lead at the
And
time.
he
He said, you take 70, I'll take 50. Even though I had the chip lead, he said, the kid said, nah, we're good. And then the kid ended up taking him out. One last time, right?
Well, the kid won the last
Won the
man,
last
yeah,
man,
but
they
then he
got-
got beat and got second place, which was like way less than first. Like, it's fun.
Well, he took third.
I took third. Marquez was
Tanner
Shows up
back
at the final
first.
table, 4,000 chips. They takes third.
average stack is like 40 grand.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't understand why more people don't just say, let's do a true chop. Whatever the chips are, that's the percentage.
It's
We'll
really easy to figure out.
you know, whatever the closest $10 is.
Yeah.
It gets
Brandon
tough
calls
when
100.
there's 5 people that want to do it.
Right.
Heads up.
Or you just total all the chips, take the percentage of the
Percentage,
chips, and
right,
then you get that percentage of the total payout.
Suited
That's
Dan
not
and
true.
Paul Moskowitz
How's
call
that not
100.
true?
Because
If I have 50,000 of 100,000 chips
true
to play, I
chop
take
should
it
be 50
50%.
straight
Don
up.
Foltz
That's
and
if,
Rob
that's
Newman.
if winner takes all.
Small and
That's
big
true.
blinder
We
in.
already have scheduled payouts. That
You see a
play.
flop?
But if you have 5 people chopping the place and you're chopping according to chip stack,
Check.
how does the math not work that way?
Alright,
Checks it.
give me an example.
Checks it.
Let's
Checks
say
around to
first place,
Moskowitz.
Let's say your heads up. And first place
Last great
pays
bet's $225.
$100, second place 50.
Okay, so
And you have me 10 to 1 in chips.
okay.
Why would I give you 10% of the prize pool and I
You
take-
won't.
We'll
or
try
10
the
times
suited
prize pool
Dan
when I can
and
just
suited Dan
lose,
folds.
get second, get-
Right, but we're
Third
talking
splits
about the
wins the
time
pot.
when there's
But if
three
there's
players
five,
fairly
three
It is
plays,
$225
whatever,
bet.
and the payouts are like.
There are 9 minutes and 27 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 5,100. You're watching
Heads up, it's not
game
gonna work.
number 11,
Heads up, no, no, no.
season
Heads up,
2,
it's not gonna work.
Chase the Bracelet.
Yeah,
Ever.
what you do is you take second place money off and then you shop.
Why would you take second place money off?
Because you both make at least second place regardless.
And then count what's left?
That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, I see
the
what
weighted
you
shot.
get
Yeah,
50%, everybody gets 50, or you get
Yeah, you both
50%
get
of
$50 off and then
the
you,
second,
and then you apply your chip ratio
And then
after
you do
that.
the percentage for
That could
first.
work.
That works,
That's how it
that
is.
makes more sense. Again,
That's how you do
He's
it.
like, that's how it works.
But when you have 5 people, when you have 5 people, it's more.
That makes
Well, that's the
sense.
thing, is I'm talking like when there's 5 or 6 people, why don't you just add it all
First
up?
act
and-
will be Brandon.
You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you could pay everybody last place and then do it, but
100 for him
Someone's
to call.
percentage
He
could be
calls
lower than
100.
5th place money.
Sure.
yeah,
Action
You know
on
what I
Chris
mean? That's why
Ford.
they don't do it like that.
which is
Chris
fine.
Fold.
but you've come up with a plan that actually makes sense. It just seems like there should be a standing split pot
Suited
kind of
Dan
rule
reaches for
that,
chips, calls
Average
100.
company do all that, man.
yeah.
Robert
Usually
calls
it's when
100.
if somebody
Yeah,
else
Tatter
splits,
checks his
someone
option.
down to 3.
Yeah, you're down to like 3
And-
people and you just say, fuck
See a
it.
flop.
Sometimes you know, I
Well,
don't
if the
care.
payouts are close enough, it don't even really matter.
Right. I'm not chopping shit with you.
We tried.
Yeah, we were going to. Me and him tried to chop
350
you.
bet by Brandon Rosenberg. Call by
We
suited Dan.
got a quick way to do it.
Newman
How
folds.
we did it, we just like-
Action on Tatter.
got like it.
It became a longer heads up. It became a
Catapults.
longer match than it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It ended up being like 15 minutes long. Oh, I think we did set the record for longest heads up.
Oh, good.
Fourth street is King of Diamonds.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Last week.
Dumb.
It was like, oh, hey, Robert and I were both like,
950 bet by Brandon Rosenberg.
One of the first times
Action
I
on
was
suited
playing
Dan.
Madonna, I ended up playing John Vetter heads up, and it went for like 2 hours, 2+
Yeah.
hours.
Suited Dan folds.
Yeah,
Where did you fall off?
I have no idea.
Don't play cards.
That's kind of surprising because
Don't
the
have
start-
cards.
the blinds get humongous
Brandon
fast.
folds.
It was just
So
one of
it's a
those
five
nights
of
where you
diamonds.
keep passing stacks back and forth.
Yeah,
Last
he
time
just
I-
fell off.
Like,
Yeah, well, he
We were
just
there
stopped
till like
playing
4
it.
o'clock in
He
the morning
just doesn't
playing heads up.
play at all. Vetter.
when I went heads up with Brian one time,
You might have got started.
the average stack was
You just
5
can't afford it.
between the two of us. So it's quite the opposite of what you're talking about. We just basically.
First act will be Chris Ward.
Right.
And Brian doesn't chop, so
Yeah.
it was just whatever.
Yeah, Brian never
Cards
chops. I don't mind if people don't chop as long as they never chop.
Yeah.
But you know what, if you're a never chopper,
That's one thing.
Yeah.
I don't take any time.
Hey, you can't shop a bracelet. We played.
6 minutes, 39 seconds left in the blinds.
You could, we didn't.
I might recognize him now.
Yeah, I'll take
Anyways,
diamond.
his wife was heads up with Ed Werkler, and Ed had her easily 10 to 1. I mean, the first 3 hands they played, she was all in on the blind.
Action on
She
Chris.
came back over about an hour and a half, hour and 45
Chris calls
minutes,
100.
kicked him right in the bag.
McKee calls 100.
Katie, remember that when we played at Bill's old place?
Yep.
It was Katie versus
I call, come here, fine.
Ed heads up for almost 2 hours, like an hour and 40 minutes or
She
something.
said she called.
Linda calls 100.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have known.
Newman calls 100.
Like around the Diner Square.
Yeah.
If it's angry, we would have it. Usually.
Tatter
it
calls
is.
100. Brandon checks his option.
Just gone after the big one.
Check turn 3.
Nope.
200 bet by Rick McKee. Call by Rob Newman. 200 call by Don Tatter.
Check the score.
And don't announce it because I have it on video.
Oh, and don't announce it.
Just whisper it.
Please, yes, tell me, what's the score again?
Browns are up.
I'm sure it's a nail biter.
What?
Browns are up.
No, they're not.
Jack of
23
clubs.
Yeah.
Because they don't believe it.
Oh, maybe that was just a
600 bet
three.
by Rick McKee.
You know what? If you're gonna make them a lie, you gotta
Newman
make
calls
them a little
600.
bit.
Catapults to player silver.
Hey, no wonder you can't bluff.
Queen of hearts on the road.
You have to have bad cards to bluff. I don't think Paul has that too often.
Sam. cards.
Right. Oh, it's over for dying.
What?
Oh, Queen of Hearts.
Rotate that, wiggle that queen.
Wiggle it.
Wiggle it, shake it, there you go.
Rough,
Sorry.
get rough.
Smack that bitch around.
Gotta keep it like
Wiggle it more than 3
Alright.
times.
So it's not, it doesn't catch all the way
I'll
down.
keep it like,
That's not just one of the bad things.
Rod Newen wins that pot. Rick McKee to act first this hand.
Okay, I'd like to have a flush man sometime.
Okay, I'll see you. I got it. I have a lot of chips, so that's okay. Is that the same? I'm under.
folds. One.
McKee calls 100. Newman calls 100. Brandon in the small blind with 50 already invested.
Yeah.
Calls 100. Action on the big
He
blind.
bet you over himself on that bet.
Chris checks his action.
Collusion.
You're not allowed to bet on yourself.
Checker.
Checks around. 4th Street, 3 of hearts. 425 bet by Brandon.
You guys don't let him push
All
you
players
around.
fold.
I'm not that shit, I'm all over that.
Brandon takes it out.
Like that here. I'm like, can anybody beat pair of threes? I had a 4
Hey,
hour.
it's fine.
Does that beat a pair of threes though? There you go. If you hit it, does. If you hit it,
There
does.
you go.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the blinds. Linda Johnson to act
See what I'm
first.
saying with my threes, man. I don't want an ace to come and someone actually have like ace 8. You know, my
Hey,
ace 3.
you're subbing for Missy. You got about 6 minutes left before you have to get the
I gotta go, so I gotta keep on par with her going out, or I gotta get it over by then, right? So I gotta start. You guys gotta start calling me then. I'm gonna call them, they're gonna suck out, so that like.
Otherwise, there's no other way.
Linda folds.
Man.
Pot size bet, right? 425.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dan, you in?
Call by Don Poltz.
Are you in? Do you know anything about the River fine, what they're doing? I don't even know what I
They
want.
don't have there's
There's
only,
no info, I looked online.
yeah, there's only gonna be one event at the price that we're gonna be in for.
But what's the
It's the
series?
schedule, it's
Kind
the
of
winter
raises to
open.
450.
It's the Winter Open.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we're
that's
kind
what
of
I
winter
was,
open, but I don't think they have any schedule yet.
well, I tried to look online. to
Action
see
on
what-
It's generally
Brandon.
like the second half of January,
Okay.
but I don't think they have any dates
Brandon
And
folds.
is it just the 350 buy-in?
out. It's either, I think it's a little more, it's like a 450 or
Okay.
something like that.
I was trying to look for it online to see if there was something specific that I was looking for.
Folds around to Poltz. Poltz calls.
I think they only offer like
Right.
one.
You said
So we have 2 players and a showdown.
The rest of them are lower.
Or a big
Heads up
one.
action
Okay.
here on Chase
The
Bracelet.
interview on the Loge. Did
I'm
they
pretty
make you
excited
sing?
about it.
I
My
went
buddy,
to
they
like
made him
a
sing
few
the Ohio
years
State
ago.
Plus.
Did you?
First act will be Don Poltz.
He's not nice. He told me, he's like,
Both
Well,
cards
that's
check.
what I
worst
keep
song
hearing
you
from
could
people. I'm
possibly
getting more
have to sing
excited
other
the more
than
I hear
Texas
it.
Tech.
Jack
He
of
goes,
diamonds on the
I'm a
turn.
Texas
Are you
guy.
going out?
I can't stand Ohio State.
Well,
like, what?
I'm gonna have to be chip
What
with
point
it.
is
Taylor
it?
bets
Oh, so you
325.
They had us interview a
So,
person.
like the winter spot.
So you
Call
would-
by
you would
Don
have-
Poltz.
my
Yeah,
money's,
like,
definitely on it.
And
Lucio
Because
River.
I'm gonna, because I was, the bubble of not getting a spot.
Right,
So I'll
5
just
of
be
clubs
chip
on the
with
river.
I think Terry's gonna come with me, that's what I was asking.
525 bet by Don Tatter.
I knew you were strong when you
See if
raised
there's
the
gonna
big
be-
line.
You guys have to
I
come
knew
over
you were
and
strong
break
when you
in the new
raised
poker.
the big line.
Bought a poker table.
Oh, did you?
I
You got
did.
Nice.
But you
Lines
have
are
a
up
real
to
game,
75,
not
150
just
for the
like
next
a-
hand.
You have a real game.
We're still in the hand though.
I guess I can use.
Don Poltz to Fold or call or raise.
It's not gonna be raised, I can tell you that.
A bet out there by Don Tatter is 525.
Too small of that. Alright, you got it. That's him.
Bolts folds.
It's,
Tatter shows
I had
ace
that.
8 of
he just bet it
spades.
because it was Jack 5
Yeah,
and
ace
Jason
10.
King he had it.
I folded ace 10 to your ass.
He loves Jack 5.
Pre-flop.
Yeah, nothing.
Tatter
Yeah,
takes
Jack-
down the
That was good.
I did, I swear to God I did.
No, sorry.
Yeah,
17
I had
minutes
ace
left
10,
in the blinds.
I folded ace 10, which was pre-flop.
75, 150.
There we go, yeah.
Like ace 10, you can
Check
check
the
it
flops
flop
so
so fast.
fast.
Overrated hand.
Hey, guys, it's a 75, 150.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
When
slow.
you check the flops up
We
there,
get
like,
there.
I didn't know if you heard.
We're
I
in the
thought
room.
maybe Terry came.
The GPS is loading slowly.
Because when Brandon's at the table, you really can't hear anything else.
It's recalculating. Mayhem.
Here we go.
We need mayhem. Recalculating. Oh no. Turn left.
You're good.
First act
I
is
love
suited
the brand
down.
new one.
Through folds.
I love the new one with the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I smell like making love to a lumberjack.
I haven't seen it.
They played it
Oh.
Thursday night on the NFL Network.
I didn't see
It was
it.
great.
I love his commercials. I like the blind spot. You're good.
Action on Brandon.
I was
Races
driving
to
one at work. I
425.
was doing delivery for work and
For the car.
I almost ran this car off the road. All I could think of was I was looking when I started after that. I was like laughing. I'm like looking in the mirror. I'm
That's
like,
right.
Call
all
by
I
Linda.
can see is you're good. And I'm like, oh my god, you're good.
Yeah, she got it.
I got it.
But I had a hundred out there.
Yeah.
So the blinds.
Linda to act first.
He gets a quarter.
Oh, that's right. He needs a quarterback. There you go. I'm sorry.
Where'd you
Check
guys
by
find
Linda.
this guy? Oh, sorry. Asking me. I don't know.
He knows Brandon. Does he need to say anything else?
You know, a couple times, one time before.
650 bet by Brandon and a call by Linda. Linda to act first. 5 of spades on the turn. Linda checks. Brandon checks. 8 of hearts on the river.
You scared me, woman. I don't even know what to do.
Well,
Linda raises to 1200.
Like ace high.
Brandon
I don't wanna
folds
call, but I
his
know you
ace
have a
queen.
pair of something.
Nice play, Linda.
he's so funny.
What am I supposed to do? She knew exactly what you were doing. I played similar to her. I'm like, what the hell? Of course you doing
I don't think you play
jackass.
similar to her now. Don't give yourself that much credit.
Oh, that thing was playing
Red
love.
moves, and the first act will be Paul Moskowitz this hand.
Figure out what chances.
I'm like, I bet, I mean, she probably folds if I bet like 16 on this wall.
I don't know. She had a revenge, brother.
I had cards.
She had cards. She had a hand. She had like 10.
I had
10
cards I
jacks
was
or
playing.
something. She definitely had over. Right, at least give me credit for that. At least give me a nod.
Oh,
Yeah.
an over pair.
Don't tell anything. You taught me not to tell anything about cards when I'm playing. What are you doing?
You should get the vote, brother.
I have two already.
Action
I'll
on
take
Paul
it. I'll play
Moskowitz.
pineapple if they can play
Alright.
hold
I
on.
can't
I'll
play
be
pineapple.
fine.
We play Omaha for the rest of the night. Let's do it.
I can't play pineapple.
I love
Folds,
it.
folds.
And I want to find somebody who likes to play
475.
2-7 single dog. I love that stupid game.
475 bet by Rob Newman.
No one can play it.
How come they ever have any hang out playing catch? Maybe that one of these.
The Rick takes all your money.
Happy
He
to-
does do that.
happy
Like
to
Tatter
play.
calls
I was glad to get
475.
out with my life and a little extra.
Rick McKee calls 475.
Tony didn't even be able to see that.
That was fun.
3 players. First to act will be Rob Newman.
For the best.
Checks around.
Finger catching now.
Newman to act.
Good play tonight.
3 of clubs on the turn.
I wish I didn't have to play one. Could have won them.
Looks like that's
500 now.
500. Mhm. Call by Newman.
Pepsi shirt?
Oh, he's in there.
It's like used logo.
Tatter calls.
Oh, okay.
2010
When
World
it-
Cup shirt.
When it was folded, it looks like the.
7 of clubs on the river.
Huh?
Newman
No.
checks.
Pepsi shirt.
It looked like the Pepsi logo. Like, how
No,
could it
it's
be
just they
Adidas
all-
and Pepsi?
Adidas did them all like. they-
Tatter checks.
See him.
All players check.
Tens, queen.
Alright, good one.
9s, 10s, and Rick McKee caught his queen
Oh,
for the
wow.
win.
Go give it to
You
your
got like
dog.
9,000.
You would never get one.
Like 10,
You're never getting them off the.
Never. Free flop.
Right?
Maybe.
That's good.
But maybe not.
Newman.
Fold in here, you can't here.
Why can't you?
Because if they haven't folded the others, then that's the winner. Doesn't it?
Depends on how you do
On the screen, because the home,
On the home screen, yeah.
on the home.
First act will be Don Colts this hand.
Tell them that.
Tell our people at home how you feel
it.
about
I
it.
don't care about you people at home. Just don't care. If I fold out a turn, so what? I don't care.
We'll get your hat that says bite me on it.
Yeah, fuck off. Did we lose any viewers yet?
No, we
Gain
gained
some.
some, that's right.
Half because Missy's not here.
That's right.
I'm like the Happy Gilmore of poker. Great.
Half
for
because
this
Missy's not here, our nail salon.
game. Yeah, all the nail salon people aren't. The Asians.
I know you got paid, Sonny. Go get your nails done.
That's why Missy plays this game to win money for a nail.
Right.
Tatter races to
She's re-rolling
525.
because there's little ads on her
75.
nails all the time.
She's brilliant. The woman is a brilliant woman.
Marketing expert.
That's right.
You don't want to see rifles things.
McKee calls
That's
525.
a different
Than this
camera.
internet show.
That's a different
That's the
internet
other
show
show I do.
altogether.
I got a good hand. I tried to move some people off.
All others fold. 2 players. And heads up.
Remember that chip set?
First act will be Don Tatter.
I should start calling people donate shit.
Both players
Oh,
check.
we bet too much pre-flop. Now we're just gonna check.
10 of clubs on the turn.
Last night. This one I played. I couldn't get back to Apple.
1,000 bet by Don Tatter.
Second break.
Takes a while.
Call by Rick McKee.
I ran in late. Didn't really. do
3 of hearts on the
that was
river.
in the game.
600 bet by Tatter.
Oh, yeah, the.
Makes a lot of sense. You need any part, you're still gonna call like you did before?
Yeah.
I only folded the nuts.
Tatter caught the 10 for the win. Rick McKee did call the 600 bet with a king jack.
I should have called him. When I think about it.
Mine, right?
Button is here.
Okay.
Nice hand.
Bob Newman act first.
Steal my quarter.
Was that yours?
That's why I was right here.
Oh, it's sitting right here. I've been shuffling mine.
So that's the most you're gonna call.
Did you
or
just steal
most amount you're gonna
I
call.
was saying, you put a quarter over here by my office. I'll take that.
He's gonna get a stack, a quarter at a time.
So,
He wouldn't have called 3,000.
Well, unless it's under there, it's one chip at a
I'm not
time.
getting 3,000.
Or even, even 15.
You're watching game number 11 of season 2. Game number 12 will be held in 2 weeks from today.
You think?
That's the
I
test
figured
card.
we'd call 6, but not with
Alright,
that.
holds, tatter.
Nice.
I can't get. I'm calling you.
You just wanna see it is what it was. Knew it
Called by
wasn't
Brandon.
good.
Yeah, I just wanted to see
Let's
what he
see
had.
who's playing.
Called by Chris Ward. Called by Rick McKee. Called by Suited Dan. Moskowitz
Folds
folds.
is small blind.
Wow, that's tight. That's
He's afraid I
tight.
was gonna
Moskowitz folds in the small blind and Don
No,
Colts
he
checks his
doesn't.
option.
That's tight.
Whale butthole.
Hey, Paul, I got color. Oh, you don't have them.
Checks.
Oh,
You
just
said it on me?
No,
No,
I've
no,
checked.
no.
I've checked.
Thought he
Check.
pointed my way.
350 bet by Brandon.
Sorry, I'll try to say names.
Action on Chris Ward.
I know what he's doing.
Obviously, you can't have for Braden to sit at the table.
I guess I can.
Call by Ward.
That's not.
Call by McKee.
I love when Rick's in hand, he keeps everybody honest, cause you know he's calling you.
Suited,
no matter what.
suited down.
It wasn't like that was
You're
information
gonna
that
see
he
what
didn't
he's
have.
Jack of hearts on fifth. Brandon checks.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
call.
Chris Ward
That's
checks.
the only thing that kept me, him being in it is the only thing that kept
McKee bet 600.
calling, you know what I mean?
Brandon
Because
folds.
it's like, he wasn't betting, right, he
Action
wasn't
on Chris Ward.
We got it free on the riverside.
Right, exactly.
Chris calls the 600.
Exactly.
Two players to the river. Two of spades on the river. 600 bet by Rick McKee. Call.
Did you call it King Jack?
Nine plays.
Chris Ward's 9 plays with his ace-9 call versus Rick McKee's ace-3.
Why would I give that away?
3 lead.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. It works.
Don Tatterdack first after the hands are dealt.
6 on the river is cheap enough for me to
6 minutes, 4 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 75, 150.
Yeah, I would bet on the river is cheap enough for me to see.
That's what I was worried about, the kicker.
But you still have the heart to bet it. I like it. Still have heart.
Tatter calls. Brandon Rosenberg calls. Chris Ward calls 150. Linda Johnson calls 150. Sudie Dan calls 150. Paul Moskowitz calls 150.
I know Rick's the one who's
You
not.
have, it's automatic now, you have to call Rick now. Holy crap.
John Poltz calls and Rob Newman checks his option. Everybody's in the hand except for Rick McKee. First act will be Don Poltz.
Here, I just need 300, I got 50 here.
Okay.
You guys let him do this.
Alright, Rick's out,
No,
let's
but
just check
you
it
let
out.
us.
Hey, is
Say
this
something.
How much would bet Rick flops the nuts?
Nope.
says no.
Don Poltz.
No.
Rob. Tatter.
Check it. Check.
I checked. Rick's out.
Checks all the way around.
Yeah, we're just gonna let it go around.
Ace of diamonds on the turn.
So you got it, boys.
525 bet by Brandon.
There's only 7, 8 people in the hand. Someone gotta have it.
The guy that bet?
Word folds. Johnson folds.
Well, the guy that called,
Call by Sudie Dan.
the guy who everyone else called Suited Dan.
You bet into me. What am I
I
gonna
bet
do?
into you. Wait a minute.
You bet
Bet into
5.5 into me.
On first act.
Action on Tatter.
But to be fair, he bet into 8 people at the table.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I bet into 8 people.
I'm the only guy. I'm the only guy
I bet
who's
into
fair
this
with
guy.
diamond.
He has to raise to bet it's you.
Tatter folds. We have a showdown between Brandon and Sudie Dan. Another ace.
Thanks for telling me you got diamond.
950 bet by Brandon.
Got
Dan folds.
No diamonds in this
Got
house.
both.
Play no diamonds.
Why is it every hand I play you got ace 5?
Because that's the hand that beats you.
Brandon
So
takes
that's
it
what I have in
down.
your slew there.
Uncontested with his bet. Although he did have a full house, aces over
Is
5.
that your kryptonite?
I didn't have a diamond. I had spades. That's why I was raised. Because there was
2 minutes, 57 seconds left in the blinds.
I had a pocket pair. I was calling.
Diamonds, yeah.
Just wasn't no one there. Obviously.
He just always overbets.
First
it.
act will
I
be
didn't like seeing
Brandon.
the ace of diamonds, but I love seeing the ace of hearts.
Why are you worried about the ace of diamonds?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the ace of
Brandon
diamonds
sitting
gives me
in
two
for
pairs
Missy
with
Reed.
someone else will flush.
still a good card for you.
Yeah, it is.
Cause you were
But,
behind.
there's
You were
8 players in
behind.
hand. There's 8 players in hand when I bet it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, someone's gotta have some time.
Brandon?
1300.
Raised to 1,300 by Brandon.
Is that like 10x?
Standard
Goes around the
10.5x.
tatter.
Small pocket pair, he doesn't want anybody to see a flop.
Tatter folds.
They're small.
Brandon, I believe, showed kings.
Jacks, that's how you
Oh,
play 'em.
jacks.
That's one of the many ways you can play.
That's how much he's playing.
Check it.
No, I did that. I had jacks under the
Chip
gun
on the
earlier,
table,
and I
that's a
bet
good win,
1,300, and this guy came over the top all in for like 2,000 over the top. And I'm like, I hold him up like that, and I go, I should fold this. I call. Right? And he rolls over 10, and I'm like, all right, 10 right on the window.
Bet him and
Coordinate. Dan last night,
I mean, you can
push
put
all
10
in.
forward.
Danny, what'd you have, 2
That was
pair
a
last
sport.
night?
I had that hand, I killed so many people, I dealt pocket aces, like, they
Big blind here, Brandon.
got cracked a couple.
Chris Hordak first.
Danny, what'd you have against Prue last night? Was it 2 pair?
Against who?
Prue. I mean, yeah, Prue.
Oh, I top pair.
Top pair.
He looked out. Runner,
Yeah,
runner,
runner,
straight.
runner straight. But I was thinking you had 2 pair.
Chris?
So you were even.
I was big blind. He raised a double.
1
So I
minute
called
warning
with like a queen 6.
until the blinds go
I
up.
hit my queen. I bet he's got a club draw, but I just running
About 50 here.
Let me see. 30x would be.
Raised to 600 by suited Dan.
600.
Hey,
It's not 30x.
bet my shirt size. Get off
My shirt size is queen size.
me. You know what? I haven't even looked at this hand, but I should. Yeah. 150 more.
Brandon folds.
Hey, you get one hand.
Suited Dan takes down the pot.
Can you hear Richter call?
Well, seeing as I folded before you bet.
Rick McKee Dak first this hand.
That's my first good hand.
Blinds are out.
I guess I should have just.
Blinds are out, so blinds are still at 75, 150.
Ace queen suited.
Blinds for the next hand will be 100, 200.
It's by anything, but it's not an alcohol out of it. Whatever. This format, that's not a bad hand.
You know, you can tell
You're not
people
terrible.
people don't ask for matches.
To get,
Ask for
you know,
matches.
all the-
No, that,
You
you
gotta
know
like
what's
that.
weird?
No one ever said no.
First
You
I've
got
had
like
lights.
getting, you got
Now
jam
they
up
got.
Yeah, you have to specifically buy the light. Yeah,
Right,
like,
that's
or,
insane.
but you
That's why
don't
I'm
waste
sitting
money on
here
smoking
like,
package. You just go to like AutoZone and buy a light for $2.50.
$1.50 here.
Right.
Yeah, you don't fucking pay there for whatever. You just don't get
Rick
an
McKee
ashtray.
calls
I'll use
150.
an ashtray in the fucking-
Kenny Johnson calls 150.
Actually, I don't even smoke, but
Still.
in the event that you
John
ever
Cox
need
calls
to-
150.
What happens if I get carjacked and I need to burn a guy in the neck or
Call.
something?
Alright. Brandon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Tatter calls 150, Brandon calls 150, and Chris Ward calls 150.
We got in before the buzzer.
First to act will be Brandon after the flop.
I think I know this one's a break.
After the.
I think this, after this one's a break.
After this one.
Checks it to Chris.
He checks out.
That's a check out.
Come on, Rick, bet it. So we
Three.
can fold.
Rick bets 300.
That was a hand I had to play.
Hope you get scared of the break.
Boom.
Tatter calls 300. We have 2 players.
Make an announcement.
McKee
There
X
was a
first,
robbery
Queen of clubs on
over at
the
the Polk
turn.
Homestead last
600
Friday.
bet by Rick McKee.
Rick McKee
Tatter looking at his cards.
robbed a bank.
How much did you lose?
One.
Really? God, you're garbage.
Playing 1-2, it's happened.
Playing 1-2.
No,
that's
1-2.
what- for this
Hey, I
guy.
have 1084,
Really?
1084, yeah.
That's 1084, right? Hope you guys aren't playing with change.
$10.84.
We're playing 2 penny 5 cents.
We're
playing 2 penny nickels.
Call by
It only
Tatter.
takes $10.
This is a
I
great
might
game.
play 2 cent nickel.
2 cent nickels,
Ready for the
2
river
5.
card?
Play 2 5. 2 cent.
I'm all in for $140.
Jack of clubs on the river.
What is that?
$140?
100,000
1600 bet by Rick McKee. Call by Tanner.
With a flush.
9-10 jack king.
Last night, that hand that I hit the straight flush on, I started with the 3-4 club, so I look down, I see it, I'm like, I'll call, just to see where it goes. With a flush.
Tanner wins it with a straight.
Both of them. I should have had faith in it.
That's how you play so good lately. You get lucky.
That's exactly how.
I didn't think it was skill.
Never was. Never did.
15 minutes, 13 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 100, 200. First active hand will be Linda Johnson.
That's okay. Last Monday at my house, we had
All four.
high hand that was quad jack, like right out of the rip. And then
What are you doing?
somebody hit a straight flush to the queen.
Why not?
15
That way they're
minutes
not all,
later.
it's easier to chip
And then
up.
30 minutes later, we had a
Two people
royal.
got it.
All for high hand.
Maz hit quads twice last night.
Yeah,
In
so I
the
heard
first,
that.
like,
And he was out.
Blinds are up
And
now,
then
1,
he
2.
passed.
You
Like-
hit quads
Everybody
twice and you
know.
lost the tournament, don't make cash.
Isn't that sad?
yeah.
Yeah, but probably
Well, but you can
Right.
not get
Wait, I
paid
done
off
that at
on quads.
ATL. I've knocked 8 people out and didn't even make a final table. Like, he was bad. Like, I went on
Two
serious.
Dan calls 200.
Well, and then just didn't make the final table.
Right, and then you can hit quads and not make any money too, like you hit the quads.
Well, that was it.
You
It
did
was
quads
early
with
on.
6
players
For
in the
sure.
game, and no one.
Maz is
200 now.
200.
Yes.
Sorry.
Tanner calls
I'm
200.
brazen.
On the bottom.
Raise
86X.
Brandon announces a raise.
86.
Raise to
750.
750.
200 times 86, huh? 160,000, make it look like that.
McKee folds. Suited Dan calls. Action on Tatter. 200 invested.
Neither is who.
Ray Rice.
Tatter folds. 2 players. First
We got
act will be
Randy. Tell me
suited
one card,
Dan.
I'll tell you what.
Done for the year.
What did he hurt?
Broken leg.
You're kidding.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, that's
What?
insane.
That's
I'll tell you
third
one, you
quarter?
know two.
No, I'm just fucking.
Oh.
It is the third quarter. Four odds are
Jack
four
9
quarters.
now.
It's like-
Both players check. 7 of diamonds on the turn.
How long till break? 13 minutes? You're never gonna make the end.
I lost Matt Forte today.
Yeah.
What you got, man?
No, you probably never need that big hand.
No, and it's-
33.50.
the Bears screwed him. I mean, look at how he handled it and how Deshaun Jackson.
Both players check.
And
King of spades on the
he
river.
does. He goes about and he gets nothing.
He told me I'm
you
good.
would
Oh,
say-
you're good.
There's
No,
got
no,
it.
no.
I don't.
Argue with.
Flip 'em.
You can't argue with what Deshaun Jackson.
Aw, you said you had a pair.
If he's not getting paid and he's
No,
protecting
no,
his
you
got
his
it.
injury and then
Dan shows a queen 9 for the win.
And you get this.
I felt bad if you him up.
Couldn't figure out,
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
hard to see his
Oh, I
injury.
appreciate you.
Like, I
saying
kept
that. I wouldn't
watching.
look
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't know what
It
it
was
is. I know.
I'm like, I had a straight draw, and I couldn't get
That
there.
moves suited,
You
suited
would've
Dan
said
back
anything
versus
else.
That
Tanner.
what it was?
That would look like that, but he's out.
You need my name.
Because the favorite-
Did they say that for sure?
No, I
Give
guess
you a
I don't.
5-10 offsuit, try to steal
But
something quick.
I guess that goes out for the year.
No, they didn't say yet.
Yeah.
But he was, I mean, it just looked like he got helmet right through his
Big line
eye.
here, please.
I was afraid to bet the king only because I thought you hit the king. I was like, oh,
I
it's
like
like king 10 or
The
something.
most fun
I
was
actually thought I
watching
hit the jack. I
Declan.
was gonna bet the flop. Wait a minute, I don't hit the
No,
jack.
If you'd have bet the flop on
They're
Brady,
always playing a team.
you'd have bet out the front
versus.
versus.
We were flipping back and forth, so we didn't see how they got the ball back right after.
Unfortunately.
Action will be on suited Dan after all the cards are on
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. He came down
Blinds
the
are
field.
100, 200.
Did it again.
People at home.
His defense scored a touchdown.
His
Got him up.
Suited
defense
Dan.
was spectacular.
Raises to
Ran,
400.
you know, I mean, he ran the back with decent range.
Yeah.
But there was about 3
Calls
drives.
Call by Rod Newman.
His touchdown guys that were all him, that were all T.O.
He's fun to
Four
watch.
first.
What makes him so good is that he keeps plays alive so long, like Roethlisberger used to do.
Well, what also makes him so good is defensive coordinators.
Small
are
and
smart
big
as
blind
stuff.
fold.
They're like, we're gonna beat them playing our base
Actually,
defense.
Linda,
Instead of just saying, you know what?
Linda in the big
I
blind.
don't care if you complete 7 or 8 passes and score a
Calls
couple
the
touchdowns.
400.
You're
I
not
don't have my
running,
card
you're not
outside.
running
I feel
70
like
times
Today,
during the game.
today he didn't run a lot.
Right, he didn't run. But they just refuse to
3
try
players.
to stop the option.
3 players.
First act will be Linda.
He came in and got 3 rushing touchdowns today.
Check.
Really?
He is 10 times the quarterback
Yeah.
probably is gonna be.
He's.
For sure.
Kim
He's a
was
monster.
horrible.
He's a monster. You just don't like it because he's from Auburn.
You win bets.
I hated him. I
1,000.
wanted him to fail, but he is a beast.
Linda folds.
He's gonna get, the first
Suited
time
Dan
he gets hurt,
folds.
it's gonna, he'll stop.
today.
10 minutes,
Tebow
40
was
seconds
making
left in the
those plays
blinds.
Where he would just keep play alive.
Tebow's
And he
great.
still had like 9 guys in the box or whatever, but he ran around so much that his tight end, after 10 seconds of play, he just gets open.
It's because I love watching the change. I'm sorry. I love watching
Omos
the
goes
change.
second
You know,
versus
it's the NFL channel, and you listen to the heads talk. And some you like, some you don't. But for the longest time, there was no. You can see where the line in the sand is drawn. All the quarterbacks don't care for him because he doesn't do anything
Right, he's not.
by the
he's
book.
not.
He's not.
I mean,
He's not. He has no mechanics that they can respect. But slowly, he's winning
Lost with
people
folks.
over by just well,
Who? Don,
he's a part of a team, and he fits his
Call
team
by
well, and
Newman,
that's
call
what
by
he's supposed to
Tatter.
do.
Call by
I don't
Brandon.
think he needs a lot of work, and people are going to figure out how to play option
yeah, he's.
again. And you know,
Linda
Yeah, but
calls
today
from
they
the
got
small
guys in
blind,
the box
and
still-
Suited Dan
He
checks
can-
his
He
option.
keeps play alive for 15 seconds, and then
Right.
then somebody's open.
Usually if you just like, keep it alive that long, and someone will get open.
Yeah, that's the whole.
But they haven't brought
brought
No
him
one
down.
keeps the ball alive that often. They're like, okay, I'm gonna tuck it and run, or okay, I'm just gonna take you down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
650 bet by Suited Dan. Newman folds. Action on Tatter. Tatter folds. Action on Brandon.
but 3 weeks ago, nobody was talking. You know, they were open about how he had
Brandon calls the 650 bet.
survived.
yeah, but
might-
Now, 2 weeks
Johnson
ago,
folds, two
you
players,
had
heads up.
you had a little less.
Suited Dan act first.
Now, I can't wait to see this
9
week's
of clubs on
talking
the turn.
heads, because now there's going to be more people on board.
go slowly come along.
800 bet by Suited Dan.
He's a good player.
And a call by Brandon Johnson.
I think
Or,
that's a strategy. I
Rosenberg.
think he gets it done. And he's a good team.
4 of diamonds on the river.
He's a team member, and that's.
Action on Suited Dan,
This is
all
in.
a great quarterback.
32.75.
3,300.
You don't want to keep going there.
Oh yeah, 3,300.
Queen 9, Queen 4.
How about Kyle Orton? First play.
One play.
And my buddy picked him up because Matt Shaw
Brandon
was
folds.
the other quarterback,
2 pairs.
and he's got.
Show me.
He has,
Show me the ace
he's
five.
got some other scrub like.
Queen 4.
What happened to Orton?
First, he comes in for one play, throws one pass, gets his finger hit on a helmet.
Suited Dan did
bends it
show
way
2 pair
backwards.
for
You see him trying to put
two
it back
pair.
in place on the sideline. so
Queens
he's
and
up in the
fours.
game.
Yep. It was.
If it's not broken, it's at least
7 minutes,
dislocated.
42
Severely
seconds left in the
dislocated.
blinds.
And his throwing hand too, so.
They threw it
So hey, it slowed me down.
And
They're
they
open.
just
Call.
picked him up.
Yeah.
Rip it.
That's the only reason
Omos
I
goes
picked
will be the
Orton.
big blind, and Don
That's
Fox will
the
be
only one I
the
got.
first to
Like,
back after the hand is dealt.
It's because it got
I
Kyle.
thought you had Queen 9. I was just.
Well, my buddy, I was on
Jack.
my buddy picked Orton up
Pair of
because
flush draw.
his quarterback was
I figured you had
Matt
a space
Shaw. And Shaw got in,
I had a
and he
pair
picked up
too,
Caleb
that's the only
Haney,
reason I
and
called
Haney
third.
sucked. So he thought Orton's got to be a better option.
And then I go, well, Amy's got a
And,
queen.
Let's get
Matt
out
comes
of
in.
the way.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm
I
like,
had-
please have ace queen.
I got I picked up Matt Moore.
Please don't have Queen
Cannot be
9.
happy.
Matt Moore has been unbelievable. He's the
Newman calls
fourth-rated
200.
quarterback in the league right
It's
now.
nuts. Like, he just came out of nowhere. I love it.
Yeah.
Brandon raises
I
to
can't believe
Up
620.
now, 625.
Miami, fourth-rated quarterback, and he had a rushing touchdown today.
I mean,
Full turn to Moskowitz.
exactly what I needed. I've got like a ragtag bunch in fantasy though, but they're winning. They're gonna get me to the playoffs.
You would drop those, didn't you?
I dropped those. That's just fucking losing. He wasn't doing anything.
We sat out for 4 weeks.
That's why you got rid of them.
They put him on the cover of Madden. You know,
I was gonna pick
They
it back
always talk
up.
about that Madden curse. I think it's bullshit. But nothing.
Yeah, unless it happens
Yeah,
to
it keeps
you.
happening.
You're the-
No,
Unless
it
it happens
just
to
keeps
you.
happening every year. It goes to their head. It goes to
It
their
happened for
head.
a long time, man.
It
The
goes to
curse
Moskowitz
is now
folds.
goes to their curse goes to the head.
Yeah, well, yeah,
One more.
that's what I'm saying. Well, even that, they
Newman
just
calls.
expect to be on Madden.
Even if it's
2 players to the flop.
now, I
Heads
don't
up,
know
man.
if anybody wants it. 'Cause they're cursed.
Probably a lot of money.
Shouldn't put a whole team out there.
Both players check. 6 of hearts on the turn.
Used to be just John Madden on the cover.
200 bet by Brandon.
In the nude.
Newman calls.
That's why I bought it.
10 of clubs.
Big Ten.
Yeah.
Newman Rivers the 10.
That's more
for
of
the
a
win.
missy. Oh, I can't.
I know, right? Hitting the river runner.
Letting this, somebody catching it on the river on that.
5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the blind.
I'm only betting king nine.
I'll
You
tell
got
100,
king nine.
200.
That's probably why the only reason you
That's
bought
the
it.
only reason I
Yeah.
called.
Bob
Really?
Newman to act
I'm like,
first
I
on
got the
this hand.
highest card without having a pair. Let's do this.
Give people a shout out to your fans.
His parents are watching.
Yeah.
His kids aren't even. I saw his kids in an interview. Hey, who's your favorite Chase the Base? Oh, Don Pulse.
I want to know where they got the
Actions
t-shirt
on
with
him.
his name on it.
The face on
Two.
the t-shirt.
Says DP on the
Calls
back.
it.
Call 200
I got DP.
Calls it.
I said on the back, not in.
That was great. I got
200 now?
DP'd at Chase.
Yeah.
for the win. Susan calls
Right
200.
there you go. I'll buy one.
Oh, I
I might buy one too,
Moskowitz
that'd be
calls
great.
200.
I got DP, CTB.
Holtz checks his option. Yeah,
Right.
4 players, 5 players.
People were like, what is that? Check it out.
First act will be
Action
Moskowitz.
is on call.
I'll check.
Well, I'll check too.
Checks
Well,
around
I'll
suited
check too.
down.
That's my
All
favorite
players
call
check.
from last
Because
night.
I'm not even sure what I have.
Turn ace of spades.
Check.
Checks. Newman.
Well, I'm
Check.
gonna bet 200.
2.
200 bet by Chris
I'm
Ford.
gonna jump on a call.
Call by suited Dan. Call by Newman. 3 players to the river. 6 of spades on
What's
the
up
river.
for everyone?
Well, I'll check.
Newman checks.
I'm
Wood
gonna
checks.
have to bet. I'm gonna have to bet something here. I'm gonna have to bet like, yeah.
10 times the pot.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Like that.
775.
775 bet by suited Dan. Newman folds. Chris Ward action.
No extra, sir, just Michael. You're lower.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the blind.
So I have this card. That means I don't have the nut flush. But that means you don't have a flush. What if I raise you, bro?
You have a nut flush, right?
Yeah, you got an ace high flush. You just think you have a straight
I
flush.
think your hand's dead since you showed me.
4, 6 of clubs.
And it is pretty bad. Cause it ain't gonna win.
That was great.
I'm gonna show you this one.
Ward folds.
Pussy.
Ace
Suited
seven
Dan does
doesn't
show an
beat
ace of
any other
diamonds.
ace at that point. Either 2 pair straight or higher.
Yeah, what's A7 beating that
Ace
head?
seven.
But moves tattered axe first this hand.
However,
Hey, the king queen.
if I had an A7, which,
That's true.
there's an Ace4.
We'll be taking a short recess in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
I
A
like
10-minute
my-
recess as we
Didn't
will
like
post
you showing
the
me
chip
an
count
Ace
for
of
each
clubs,
player
but you wouldn't show me it, yeah.
and
That's-
give everybody a chance to stretch their legs and
Yeah, you'd raise and then slap your cards.
Tatter. First act.
tatter folds.
Get him?
Rick. There we go.
Alright.
Alright.
Brandon calls 200.
No, it's by my shoulder.
Your cards, I'm sorry.
Register.
Yeah, your cards on
Somebody asked who's the biggest dick here, and you just shouted out your name.
Suited Dan
That's pretty
calls
hard for
200.
me to know you.
Don Pultz calls 200.
I need 3.
All right, Don Pultz to act first after the flop.
Where was that flop last time?
6 1/4.
625 bet by Brandon. All players fold.
Good
Brandon
hands.
wins the pot. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the
Lots of
blinds
nails, right?
until we
Need
take a
to
break.
breathe.
My cards are so bad, I'm gonna pull the Moskowitz and fold my big blinds.
1 minute to
I
break.
haven't had I had a clean first hand and nothing. So.
Oh, it's a Pulsowitz. That's a Pulsowitz when you fold your big one.
I never pulled my
Hey, why don't you tell me it's full thought like
Okay, we'll see.
Not, I'm not even putting my small blind
Only get
when
in
it's
with
not
all
the
the
right.
hands, buddy.
New strategy.
Wait. What? Say it again.
Brandon.
Action on Brandon. Folds. McKee calls
Oh.
200.
Rick, I thought you were two-fisting all in.
No, I'm
Tatter's
just
got
getting
chips
off
in
at the
his
bottom.
pot. I'm gonna have to get some chips.
How many chips you
All
got,
of it.
Rick?
Call by suited Dan.
9 1/4 to
Call
start.
by Don Folds.
Oh, Rick's down, huh?
I didn't realize that either.
Rob Schlick.
Yeah,
And I look over there and I'm like, oh.
had top 2 and Tatter
Last
cut.
chance before break.
And Tatter calls.
Smoking if you got him.
We see a flop.
I ain't got him.
We got one more round
No, we
Wait a minute.
with the quarters, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the last one.
Get your
900.
counts, tell me,
9.
I'm not counting.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Yeah, new
tell
count.
me what.
You count.
900 bet by Newman.
I count mine. I count yours, Jimmy, you count yours.
Rick folds. Action on suited Dan.
I don't wanna fold this hand, but it's beat, so I will fold it.
Suited Dan folds. Newman takes down the pot.
Colts.
Oh.
Oh, all in.
I'm sorry, yeah, Folds is still in and all in.
Wow, that was sick, man.
32.25.
I didn't think he was in a hand.
And 23.25 for Rob Newman to call.
I fold.
He folds. All right, we are on break. We'll be
All right,
back
break
in
time.
just
Break.
about
Will you
10
wrap it
minutes.
the end for me?
Please stay with us.
greens away or not? Not yet.
Will you wrap at the end for me, since we're on break?
What's that?
Grab it up. Just throw the next card.
Go to the next card.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sorry.
I was straight.
That's me.
I just was
That's
curious.
7, 8.
Sometimes you want to play a hand, you're like, this is stupid, why are you wanting to play this? It was Jack Knight, and I thought, I'm in an early position, fold this and go away, but it would have come. I wasn't calling 3,200 to find out though.
Hey, she needs a chip count.
Before we go. Oh. Dealing. Once you're done dealing them all out, then you go like rake all your pot in and put it like right here. Okay, pot always there. One card, yeah. 1, 2, 3. And then you go forward. That way they don't read up here, just in case someone like, because you don't want one of them to read and someone else, whatever, just.
It's a good idea to have the burn card stay separate from the rest of the muck.
Yeah, and then all your muck cards, like every time anybody throws a hand at you, you just put it right here. Just have this, you know what I'm saying? And then your second, third, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no problem.